Hey Link Partners, welcome to another round of EdTalks. Today we've got Craig Marowitz, who's the president and founder of ETA. And when I say founder, it's truly founder. Craig was the one who went out and forged this company. He went out first for us and set a lot of things up, so it's great to have Craig on EdTalks today. Craig, welcome.
Thank you.
As you know, we've been pretty passionate about how we feel connectivity as it relates to cloud strategy is important for everyone. And I think a lot of you are really embracing that and get that not ignoring that piece is critical to your success and your customers' financial well-being as it relates to their business. Craig, one thing that's interesting that we've seen across the country, and I think you can really shed some light and help our partners, is they haven't really made it a line of business or part of their strategic alliance or start a strategic revenue stream. They know that connectivity and cloud relate, but they're still not really matching those up. And I know as the president of our company and helping us drive a lot of our lines of business, you can speak to some of the things you see or some of the ways you think you would really maturate those two things together.
Sure. Well, why do we ever expand our product portfolio of offerings or even go into a path of a new line of business? Really comes down to a few things, and I'm proud to say at ETA we've had a lot of moments where we've been at the crossroads to look at these things, and we've kept ourselves relevant, and it served us well and in ways that was even bigger than we even thought when we first embarked on expanding the portfolio and the line of business. And it comes down to a few things. One, how do you stay relevant in the market? Right? How do you make sure, of all the people in a very competitive landscape that customers can talk to, you're bringing the best message? And generally, the best message has a quality of your depth and knowledge of understanding, and in most cases, a wide lens view of all the things in the 360 about delivering whatever the technology and the solutions are. So when you talk about cloud, as you said, you can't ignore connectivity. You can't move things elsewhere if you don't have your way of connecting to it, wherever that is. So I think everybody gets that basic understanding. But more importantly, besides being able to serve your customers better, and possibly even opening new doors with new customers where they might not have an interest in some of your core offerings already, but they're now on the cusp of trying to figure out some connectivity needs that they have and looking for guidance. You can start a new relationship where you didn't have a door opener to start that relationship before. So now you can go places you weren't going, as well as going wider and deeper with your existing customers. Many years ago, when we were selling, phone systems, and that was a core of the business, and I'm going to say that even predates Expert Technology's existence.
Maybe going back a little
yeah, but the carrier business, long distance and carrier services, was reaching a new level of competitive choice and offerings and so forth. And customers were asking us as a phone system provider, hey, take a look at these proposals I have from these carriers. What's your opinion? And our systems didn't work properly or well without a good carrier solution. And we knew there just wasn't a way to separate that. And we got into the business of being in the carrier to the point where during ETA's tenure, we created a sister company, VoxNet, as a CLEC back in 2006 to take it even deeper to really control the customer experience to the best level that it can be controlled. And so, we're it's deja vu all over again. How do you have cloud without connectivity? Just like how do you have phone systems without carrier services?
And in your tenure, though, what you did in helping us create VoxNet and creating our connectivity businesses, we put targets to it. Right? We just didn't say it was nice to have. We knew because it was critical to the customer relationship, the customer profile, whatever you want to call it, that we knew it had to be. And that's what I think MSPs maybe aren't doing, is now saying, I get it, I recognize it, but they're not making what you made it for us, which is something with goals. And even if it's a simple revenue goal, you created something with that knowledge, with that understanding.
And I think all of our MSP partners out there understand when they're looking to build something new in their business, they absolutely put a strategy to it. They plot it out. They know what's it supposed to yield, what kind of targets. Sometimes when you join up as an alliance to get access to something to increase your portfolio and your reach with customers, you can easily overlook because maybe the stakes aren't the same for you as readily seen going into it. But they are if you really want to succeed. So apply the same great methodology to starting something new about your core business as you would with something that you're not building yourself, but you're really going to make as an offering.
Sure. In our LIG program, we're extending our alliances out to them, but we have real revenue goals. Even though we have multiple partners and we don't worry about it, we're agnostic. We still know in order for us to be successful, we can't do it without a goal.
Yeah.
Right?
It takes executive sponsorship, so top levels of the organization have to conclude it's a must-have and drive that message and that vision. And then you really have to vet who you're going to work with in that regard, so you can bring your people up to a belief level where they can go solid after these conversations and offer these solutions. And you have to have targets, and you have to have a comp plan that motivates the people to make sure they have these conversations. But if you're widening your conversation, you're not only going to find new opportunities that were always there right across the table from you in the first place, but you're going to strengthen your core business to begin with. And the great thing about connectivity is there's a time to it. There's a renewal period. There's going to be 3 years and leading up to that 3-year period where more conversations have to happen, and it just drives more reasons for you to be in front of that customer strategically and further your relationship.
I agree with you. So in wrapping up, thank you very
Sure.
much. As always, with anybody who's on EdTalks, if you want to meet with Craig and talk about how he strategically put connectivity in place, and by the way, we're at a pretty healthy percentage of our revenue is now monthly reoccurring through some strategic planning. And
very high, above 70%.
Wow. Okay. And that's where our business are successful. The more we're in the reoccurring model, the more we have revenue that we can count on. The easier is the budget, the easier is the plan. So anytime you want to reach out to Craig,
absolutely.
Me, my number's always on the bottom. Please do it. Take advantage of all the talent around you. And Craig, thanks for, by the way, this is the last one possibly of EdTalks for the year. So
okay.
Thanks for wrapping it up.
My pleasure. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Take care, kids.